Hello, Kamar Rocker. Hi, it's Aussie Villain. Good, thanks, mate. Good. Listen, welcome to the club. We are delighted to have drafted you. And I tell you what, Rocker at the Rockies was just meant to be, wasn't it? Yeah, of course, mate, of course. Listen, though, let's talk Turkey. How much to get your name on a contract? 10 million. Oh, that's a lot, mate. That's a lot. And I've got a few other draftees I need to negotiate with as well. What if we say 9.5? No? Well, what about... Hello? He hung up. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 at the Colorado Rockies, and today we're going to be playing the San Francisco Giants, and we're also going to have the International Amatuer Free Agent, it's not a draft, but the signings are available to us. But the big news from last episode is that I have learned a very, very, very valuable lesson, and that is to negotiate with draft picks one at a time. Kumar Rocker will not be joining us. He wanted 10 million. I offered him 9.5. I then offered the other draftees that I really wanted, or not that I really wanted, but I wanted to keep their money. He said no to the 9.5. I couldn't offer him anything more. I could offer him a little bit more, like a 9.6. He rejected that as well, and then he broke off negotiations. And I couldn't unnegotiate with the other draftees to get him. So, yeah. I've learned a lesson. Next time we'll just negotiate one at a time. We'll work our way down the list. But yeah, sorry guys. That's I don't know. We said we get a compensation. I don't know if we get to pick second again next season. It doesn't really feel like that's how it would work. But anyway, yeah, that's disappointing. Very, very disappointing. But anyway, that is that. Otherwise, it's actually been going quite well. We've won 14 of 23 games since last episode, which, as you all know, is more than 500, which is a nice little bonus for us. We're only 3.5 games off the wild card now, and we haven't had any more injuries. So maybe our luck is just beginning to turn. Let's have a quick look and see how the games have gone. We've only had to play the Dodgers a couple of times. It's amazing what happens when we don't have to play the Dodgers every second game. We can win a few, which is excellent. So we lost off at this 2-1. We lost the second game of the series, but then we did manage to beat them. So we're now one win from about 20 games this year, which is excellent. But then we went and we played the D-backs. We swept them, which was wonderful. Game 2 here, you can see a walk-off grand slam from David Dahl. 5 runs in the 10th after having given up a run. This series was not one for the pitchers, to be honest. 14-11, 18-14, and then we won the last one 10-0, which is excellent. Oh, the other thing from this one, actually, to draw attention to is Vazquez, 7 RBIs. Now, I did check, the club record is 8, so not quite the record, but very, very nicely done. And I think he hit a couple of home runs in there as well, did he? Yeah, 2 home runs for Vazquez. So, again, I say, for a defensive catcher, not too bad. Then we went and played the Pittsburgh Pirates. We won 2 of 3 against them. Game 1 here, David Dahl got himself 5 RBIs, so of the 7 runs, he was responsible for 5. Very, very nicely done, David. Game 2, 21-1, which was absolutely sensational. We had a Jackie Bradley grand slam in this one, in the 8th, so part of that 7-run 8th. Which was magnificent. And he also, if we go down here, Lambert, 7 innings, just the one earned run. But Jackie Bradley also with 7 RBIs. So almost back-to-back games, we almost broke the record for RBIs. So that was really good to see. Then we lost game. Of course we did. We lost the next game because that's what happens. Then we played the Cardinals. We lost game 1. We won the next 2, which is excellent. Then we played the Padres. We got swept by the Padres. In the one series, we wanted to try and win that one, given that they're a divisional rival, and that was so disappointing, so frustrating. Then we played the Royals. We swept them. Game 1 of this series, Arenado went 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs, so a really good day at the plate for him. But the important thing is that we won. We won all 3 of those. Then we played the Twins. We lost game 1. We won the next 2, which is excellent. Then we played the Pirates again. We lost game 1 and 2. We did manage to win game 3, a 9-0. Only 2 hits given up in this one, and Robbie Ray hadn't been in the best of form, but he went 8.2 innings. Surely he could have gone the extra out, given what the lead was. He had 102 pitches, so maybe he was getting tired. But only 2 walks, 2 hits. A really, really sensational outing from him to get the win there. And that brings us now back into July, and we're coming up for this game here against the San Francisco Giants. Now, quick look at the expanded standings, and we can see where we stand here. The Dodgers are absolutely running away with it, but we're not too far away. The Padres are quite good. The Padres are they're the 3rd best team in baseball, and they're 14.5 games behind the Dodgers. It's disgusting how good the Dodgers are this season. But otherwise, we're not too bad. We're pushing up towards 500. You can see Tapia is still right up there in the batting averages. We're falling away on some of the other categories there, but Robbie Ray is second in strikeouts as well. So it's all looking not too bad. A quick look at how everybody's doing this season, then we'll get to this first year amateur draft international thing. Jon Gray, you can see he's in a hot streak, and he gets the start today. The one change we've made in the bullpen is that in has come Hoffman from injury, so he's back. Which is good. So he's come back into the starting rotation. We've dropped Antonio Santazella into the bullpen. We've moved Fletcher as a setup guy. He's doing quite well, and I think he has the basic attributes to do that. And the man that's dropped away is Pazos. If we go and have a quick look here, Pazos, he was struggling a little bit, so we've dropped him back into AAA, and we'll give him a little bit of chance. His ERA this year was over 6. So he wasn't really getting the job done for us. So we'll send him back if he can either regain his form or not. We'll wait and see. It's up to him. So that's the pitching side of things. Everybody's stats there. And the hitting is just going amazingly well. I don't really have any complaints about it, to be honest. We were missing David Dull for a little while. He had a little bit of a back strain, but he's come back now and he's fine. And Polanco came in, and to be honest, he did okay. There's absolutely no complaints. Let's have a look at these first-year international amateurs. And this is it. Now, I did have a sneaky look because I needed a little bit of cheering up after losing Kamal Rocker. We have a look at all players here. There's two. There's a 16-year-old catcher that's a really good defensive catcher and also thinks he plays first base. He looks like he could hit. Now, I'm wondering, that's very, very tempting to go for. But the other option, having lost out on Kamal Rocker, I am wondering if Victor Sanchez is maybe a good way to go. So we do have that starting pitcher coming through. We can only afford to go after one of them. A part of me thinks Snaggletooth. Love the name. Would love to see his chops there. A part of me thinks pitchers can be a little bit hit and miss coming through, whereas a catcher is a more reliable player. But then starting pitchers are also a little bit harder to come by if you to get a really top class one that's not going to cost you the world. So I've torn back and forth which way to go here. I think we'll go for Sanchez. Let me know in the comments what you think we should or should have done. We'll get the 5 million there. We'll ask for a response. Oh, we don't have enough. How much do we have? Oh, we only have 3 million. Oh, that's because I've gone after that other stupid draftee, isn't it? So we probably can't even get this guy now. Oh, I need to get better at doing this, don't I? Can we even get you? Yeah, we can get the catcher, can we? Okay, so we can get the catcher. So we have, how much do we have? So we must have 4.5 million. Will the pitcher go after... You know what will end up happening here is that he won't go for it. The catcher will go somewhere else. And we'll end up with losing out twice. So let's just take that off till we get to where we need to be. Surely he could give us a grand. All right, let's see what he says to that. All right, so let's just hope we'll go after Snaggletooth there and see where that takes us. But it has to be one of those two. Hopefully, we'll get the starting pitcher and not miss out on everything. All right, let's check these lineups for the game against the Giants. All right, I like these matchups. Now, the game was actually postponed for bad weather, and that leaves us with we're sort of at the next day now in game, and it leaves us with a doubleheader today. So this is game one of that doubleheader day. So it's Brendan Rodgers leading us off at second base, David Dahl batting second in left field. It's Arenado batting third at third, Tapia bats fourth in right field. It is Trevor Story, the shortstop, batting 5. McMahon, the first baseman, bats 6. Jackie Bradley bats 7. He's in center field. The catcher, Vazquez, super bat, he bats 8. Right, Jon Gray, as I said, is the pitcher today, and we're up against Sean Hageli for them. ERA of 3.6 this season. Where are we here? Looking at whips, 1.29, WAR of 3, and an ERA plus of 120. This guy is, well, he's one of their stars, it would appear. Yeah, that WAR worries me a little bit. All right, then, here we go. Welcome to the Rockies Stadium. It's at Colorado Field. Isn't it Coors Field? Anyway, I might have got that wrong. Anyway, so it's Gray on the mound. It's Slater at the plate, batting 227 this season. And like I say, recent form, you can see we've picked up. When we're not playing the Dodgers, we are a decent team. The Giants have a 4-game win streak. They've won 7 of 10 against us this season. So we really let ourselves down against our divisional rivals, and that is the disappointing thing, I think. If we can... oh, and that's ripped down the third base line for a leadoff double. If we can start beating the Giants and the Padres, and we did okay against the Diamondbacks so far this year, but if we can beat our divisional rivals, then we're not we'll do okay, but we just keep losing to them. As Belt comes in batting 307, and that is up the middle. It should be out at first. It is, but runner goes to third with just one away. We should be, if we could even things out a little bit. I'd like to see, that's going to score runs. If it's not going to land, it does just land inside the wall. And it's a double there for whoever it is that's batting. If we could, there probably is a way to do it, but see what our sort of win-loss record is against teams that aren't in our division. And if we can sort of keep that record going against the teams that are in our division, we do okay. Even just if you take the Dodgers out and just say everybody else. But we keep losing to the Giants and we keep losing to the Padres. That's 2 away. We're 1 down, of course, with the runner at second. Longoria comes in batting 189 this season. He's going to face Gray. And he pops that up. And that should get us out of the first. We have fallen behind. But it is just the 1 run. It is early in the game. And, well, the way we're going right now, I'd back our bats to get more than 1 run. Brendan Rodgers to lead us off, batting 283 this season. 2-2 is the count on Brendy. Come on, mate. He's got a 17-game hit streak going, has he? No, he has 17 games started prior to this. Oh, no, that's the pitcher. Never mind. And it is a base hit for Brendan Rodgers. Very nicely done. David Dahl in a hot streak, batting 341 this season. Can David Dahl do something? Gets away from the catcher. Rodgers gets himself over to second. And let's see if Dahl can drive in a run now. Full count, and he draws the walk. Bringing up to the plate Arenado, who currently has 299 career home runs. What a time this would be to get number 300. Instead of that, he's into a double play. You idiot. Rodgers goes to third, but we're 2 down now, and it's up to Tapia to try and get something going for us. Let's see what he can do. 0-1 is the count. 2 out, runner at third. Tapia grounds at the shortstop, and that'll do it. We cannot take advantage of 2 on, no one out, and we are 1-0 down after the first. Jon Gray comes back out to face Crawford, who is batting 259 this season. 2-2's the count. Come on, Jono. There's a strikeout. Nicely done, son. Nicely done. 1 away. Joey Bart comes up now. He's batting 222 this season. 1-2's the count. And there's another strikeout. Jon Gray is not happy that he didn't get these behind here. It's 2-12 batting Solano to the plate. 3-0 is the count. And that brings Gray crashing back to earth, doesn't it? A 4-pitch walk. In comes the pitching slot now. Batting 212 this season, so batting better than some of the hitters in the lineup, and that's maybe why. He gets it into left field for a 2-out single. And suddenly there's 2 on, 2 out, and we need to get this innings out of the way. Austin Slater, who doubled first time up. 1-0's the count, and he has done more than double this time. And we are 4-0 down. How did that happen? The pitcher slot was up and there was 2 out. Oh, what are we doing? It's 4-0. 396 feet over left field, and this is what I mean about our divisional rivals. We cannot seem to beat them. Belt comes in. He's 0 for 1 today. 2-2's the count. That's up the middle, and Story will get him at first. And there we go. That ends the second, but not before we give up a 3-run home run. And Trevor Story comes in now, batting 239 this season. It is, of course, as I said earlier this season, a contract year for him. And 239, it doesn't scream, pay me $20 million a year, does it? And that's roughly what he wants. McMahon comes in now, batting 284. He's playing first base for this one. First pitch swing, and has he dropped that in for a hit? He has. Nicely done. A 1-out single for McMahon. In comes Jackie Bradley. He's been hitting well lately. His batting average is up to 219. He draws a walk. That's 2 on, 1 out for Vazquez. Now Vazquez is on fire. He is batting 258 this season. First pitch swing, and Vazquez... Another double play. Go away, boys. Go away. What are you doing? And that'll do it for the second. They're taunting me today, aren't they? I can feel myself becoming a very, very cranky Aussie villain. In comes the RBI hitting Rojas, who is 1 for 1 today. 1-2 is the count. And that's a strike that gets away from Vazquez, but he picks it up quickly, gets it over to first, and that is 1 away. Yasmazeki comes in. He's 0 for 1 today. Full count on him. Come on, Jono. That's popped up. That should be 2 away. Vazquez is there, as is Story. Somebody call it. Vazquez makes the catch, and that's 2 away. And let's see if we can get out of this inning without giving anything up now as Longoria comes in. He's 0 for 1. He's in a slump. Surely not. Oh, he's popped it up. That's okay. That'll end the innings. We haven't given up anything in the third. And, well, let's do some batting now. Starting with Polanco, who's coming to pinch hit for Gray. He didn't last long, did he? All right, come on, Polanco. Get us underway here, mate. 0-1's the count, and Polanco has grounded at the shortstop. 1 away. So it's going to be a busy day for the bullpen. Brendan Rodgers, who's 1 for 1. 0-1, sorry, 1-0's the count on him, and he has popped that up, and that's going to be 2 away. I'm wondering who's going to come in. It could be Antonio Zelka. We've got Dahl now, who walked last time up. 2 out, no one on for him, and he pops it up, and that'll end the third. It could be Alcala. Who else is the long reliever? It's Connor Green. Okay, Connor Green is doing okay for us this year. His ERA is 193. We can see him there. He is, well, he was Rookie of the Month earlier on this season, so hopefully he'll continue on that form. Crawford comes in to face him. I think he's 0 for 1 today, isn't he, Crawford? 0-2's the count. Can Green get things underway in style? No, it's Jack. Oh, I'll tell you what, Jackie Bradley gets things underway in style. What a catch that is by Jackie Bradley. Wonderful stuff out there in centre field. Joey Bart comes in now. He's 0 for 1. 2-2's the count on him. And that's at Jackie Bradley again. And Jackie Bradley, simple catch this time. That is 2 away. And in comes Solano, who walked last time up. Full count. 2 out. No one on. That should do it. McMahon has it. Green goes over to cover first. And we've got 2 scoreless innings in a row. Now, if we can just get something going with the bat, please, boys. Arenado comes in. He is, of course, double play hitting last time, like a complete muppet. This time, he has looped it in, has he? Yes, he has. He's got a lead-off single. Well done, Nolan. We'll take that. In comes Tapia now, who's 0 for 1 today. What can he do? 2-1 is the count. Tapia has hit it into left field. It is straight at left field. Arenado goes back to first, and that's 1 away. Trevor Story now, who's 0 for 1. What can he do? Trevor Story, has he hit that? He's hit that really, really well. And Trevor Story has halved the deficit. It's 4-2, 436 feet. And Trevor Story, see, this is what he does. Every now and again, he does something that makes you think maybe he is worth the $20 million he's asking for. McMahon comes in now. He's 1 for 1 today. No one on, 1 out. 3-1's the count to McMahon, with a pathetic little dribbler in front of the catcher, and that's 2 away. And that's going to bring Jackie Bradley back up to the plate. And, well, he walked last time up. 0-2's the count this time, and Jackie Bradley's been hit. Seems unnecessary at 0-2. He's injured on the play. Examine his right hand. He's able to shake. That's the boy, Jackie. All right, in comes Vazquez now. He's 0 for 1. 2 out, 1 on. 0-1's the count. Vazquez gets it to shortstop, and that'll do it for the innings. But we've pulled the gap back by 2. It's 4-2. We go to the 5th, Connor Green. Now the pitching slot will lead off next inning, so surely this will do it for him. 2-2's the count on the opposing pitcher. There's a strikeout for Green. It brings up Austin Slater now, who is 2 for 2 with 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and he's done enough today. That should be out at first. Arenado has it over to McMahon, 2 away. Excellent stuff. And it brings Brandon Belt up, who's 0 for 2. 1-0's the count, 2 out, no one on. And that's at Arenado, and Arenado means out, and that is the end of the 5th. Now, does Connor Green bat? I mean, we've only got, 4 bench players, so he does. He's batting 364 this season. He should be in the lineup as a hitter. 1-2's the count, and Connor Green, unfortunately, strikes out this time around. Brendan Rodgers, who's 1 for 2, comes in. 2-2's the count on him. Rodgers grounds at the shortstop, and that will be 2 away. It's going to bring up David Dahl now. He's 0 for 1 today. Can he get something for us? First pitch swing. David Dahl has got it through into left field for a 2-out single. And Arenado, if this wants to be your moment for home run number 300, you'd tie the game for us. Here we go with Arenado. 1-1's the count. Arenado up the middle, straight to second base in the shift there, and that'll do it for the 5th. We're still 4-2 down. And Green to continue now to Rojas, who is 1 for 2 today. 2-2's the count, and Green gets himself another strikeout. You love to see it. Yasmazaki comes in. He's 0 for 2. I'm nailing that name every time, aren't I? And that, oh dear, that is deep, and it is too deep, and it's 5-3. 500, that would be big. 459 feet straight over centre field, and that gap is back out to 3. And that is, yeah, well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Connor Green to continue to Longoria now. He's 0 for 2. 1-1's the count with 1 out, no one on. Longoria gets it into left field. Can David Dahl make a play? He cannot. And it's a 1-out single. And Junior Fernandez comes in now. He's going to face Crawford. Now, Fernandez should be really good. ERA is, well, it's down to just over 5. There's a strikeout. We know it was a much, much higher than that earlier on in the season. Now, with the pitching slot up next, 2 out, is this going to do it for Fernandez? That should be it. He's done really well there, but that might be it for him. We have Evan White, we have Hampson, but, oh no, he's not going to hit. What am I talking about? Anyway, Tapia now. He comes in to lead us off. Can Tapia do something for us? Tapia. It was last innings, wasn't it, the pitcher led us off? God, I'm an idiot sometimes. But Tapia leads us off with a pop fly in there to right field, and that is 1 away for Travis Story. Home run hitting Travis Story last time. 3-1's the count this time. Travis Story pops it up, and that's going to be 2 away, and we're quickly running out of outs. We're running out of innings here. 3 runs is gettable, but we don't want it getting any further, that's for sure. 2-2's the count on McMahon. He has popped it up. Third base goes back, makes the catch. That'll take us into the 7th, and we are still 3 runs down. Fernandez to continue to Solano, who's 0 for 1 today. Full count. Come on, Junior. Oh, this is Fernandez in his pomp, isn't it? Lovely stuff. There's a strikeout. The pitching slot bats again. Take him out of the game. 1-2's the count. Fernandez with another one. Lovely stuff, Junior. Lovely stuff. And it's Austin Slater now, who is 2 for 3 with that home run. It's a full count. 2 out. No one on. Come on, Junior. Oh, what a performance that is. Fernandez strikes out the side. That's what he can do. That's why he should be our closer. If he can just do that consistently for us. Jackie Bradley's going to lead us off. 3-0's the count. And for the 3rd time this game, he's got himself on base without having to swing the bat. Excellent stuff. Vazquez in now. He's 0 for 2 today. A full count on him. Vazquez gets it through the right side of the infield. Can Jackie Bradley get himself over to 3rd? He can. Now, we're surely going to pinch hit for Fernandez. He's done a wonderful job on the mound, but with runners at the corners, no one out, Evan White comes in, batting .206 this season. Anything but a double play, mate. 1-1's the count. He could tie the game, of course. Evan White. Oh, he gets it through. I thought it was going to be another double play. And we've got, have we over to 3rd? Yes, we have. It's an RBI single for the pinch-hitting Evan White. It's 5-3 with no one out, runners at the corners for Brendan Rodgers. Anything but a double play, Brendy. 0-1 is the count. Come on, Rodgers. He has hit to a double play, you idiot. Run, Brendan. No. A run does cross, though. It's 5-4. And with bases empty, it's David Dull to the plate. 2 out, no one on. 2-0's the count. David Dull gets it up the middle. That's going to get him on base with a single. And it brings Arenado up. And I say again, Nolan, if you want to get number 300 here, now's the time. First pitch swing. Arenado, he has lined it out to shortstop. But 2 more runs back in the 7th. We're 5-4 down going into the 8th. Aaron Fletcher comes onto the mound. Brandon Belt, I showed you Aaron Fletcher at the start, didn't I? But Brandon Belt is at the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Can we keep the O, please? Come on, Fletch. 1-1's the count. That is popped up. That should be caught. It is. Vazquez is there, and that is 1 away. Rojas Jr. is up now. He is 1 for 3 today. 2-1's the count. That should be out. Story over to first, mate. 2 away. So far, so good for Fletcher. Yasmazaki comes in. He is 1 for 3 with a home run. 1-2 is the count. And Fletch sits him down. That's a good innings, Fletcher. Wonderful stuff. All right, we go to bat in the bottom of the 8th. We need a run. It's Tapia, who's 0 for 3 today. Surely, come on, mate. Get yourself a hit. You're one of the best batters in the league. And he's got a good jump out of the batter's box. And he has himself an infield single. Tying run is aboard in the bottom of the 8th. Travis Story to the plate. He's hit 1 home run today. That's all he's done, though. Anything but a double play. 2-2's the count. We'll take that. At least still have the man at first. McMahon comes up with 1 on, 1 out. McMahon hits into the double play. Oh, you idiot. And that'll do it for the 8th. How many double plays have we hit into today? That's got to be 3 or 4, doesn't it? Anyway, we go to the 9th. Scotty Oberg, who has done a terrible job closing games out for us this year. He comes onto the mound to face Longoria, who's 1 for 3. And let's see what Oberg can do here. 2-2's the count on the leadoff man. We do not want to fall any more runs behind. There's 1 strikeout. Wonderful stuff. We've got the wrong part of the order coming up after this as well, don't we? Crawford, who's 0 for 3. 2 and 2's the count on him. Oberg gets the ground ball to first base. That is 2 away. And it's Joey Bart who's 0 for 3. 2 out, no one on. 3 and 1 is the count. That is up the middle. A 2-out single. And is Oberg going to let himself down again here? His ERA is over 6. Like, it's not pretty. Oh, he's back under 6 now. Solano, who's 0 for 2. 2 and 1's the count. Finish him, Oberg. That should do it. Rogers should have that. He goes to second, and that ends the top of the 9th. All right, boys, let's go have a bat. Let's get at least 1 run here. Come on. They've brought on their closer, whatever his name is, batting ERA, of 3.38. Jackie Bradley, who has been on base 3 times today without swinging the bat. Let's see what he can do having to swing the bat. 2 and 0's the count. Come on, Jackie. He has popped her up, and that is going to be 1 away. And we're going to have Vazquez and a pinch hitter, which will probably be Hampson. Come on, Vazquez. He's 1 for 3 today. 3 and 1's the count. Can he get himself on base here? He can. That tying run is aboard. And it is Hampson. He's batting 258 this year. Anything but a double play, mate. 1 and 1's the count. Come on, Hampson. Hampson rips it down the right field line. Now, is that enough to score Vazquez? He's not the quickest, but I think he's going to get there. Is he going to tie it? Hampson delivers the game-tying RBI triple. And with just 1 out, Hampson stands at 3rd. And Brendan Rodgers is going to have a chance to win this for us in the 9th. What a piece of hitting from Hampson. Brendan Rodgers, who's 1 for 4 today. It's a full count. Come on, Brendy. He walks. Oh, that brings the double play back into it. It's almost the worst thing could have happened. David Dull. He is 2 for 3 today. Can he win it for us? There goes Rodgers for second. He gets there. That takes away the double play. That is excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right, Dull. Let's win a game of baseball, mate. David Dull, oh, and he wins it in style. He sends it into the fans. That's how you do it, boys. The Rockies have won, and it's 8-5, and it's David Dull. A walk-off home run. That's the first time we've seen that. Oh, love your work, Dull. Love your work. Never mind Arenado. David Dull, he's the face of this franchise, isn't he? What a way to win a game. A walk-off home run. Absolutely love it, mate. Absolutely love it. And we've beaten the Giants. We snatched the game with a victory from the jaws of defeat. That's what I'm saying, isn't it? We're only 3 games off 500, and well, maybe this season isn't quite done yet, which is a nice thing to say, isn't it? But guys, that'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, and how have you not enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time. We do have the All-Star game upcoming. So we'll come back for the All-Star game wrap-up, and then we'll face the Braves at home, which could be tough. How are the Braves doing this year? I mean, they're no Dodgers, so it can't be... Well, they're the second best team. It's almost like facing the Dodgers. They have already won... They're going to win almost 80 games by... what is the record for most wins in a season? They're going to win 120 games, aren't they? Surely. It's ridiculous what they're doing. Anyway, that'll be it next time. The Braves and the All-Star wrap-up. You want to have a quick check of the All-Star voting. We are the National League. Not too much has changed. We still have Arenado top of the third baseman. We still have David Dull in there with the left fielder, so surely he'll go top of that list now. And we do still have Green in amongst the relievers. So we should have a few All-Stars this season, which is good. It's good. Things are on the up and up. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.